This is how I keep my hair from turning back to that yellow tone that I originally had when I bleached my hair for the first time. I use the John Frieda Sheer Blonde Color Renew. It's the shampoo. This is a tone correcting shampoo. It's a purple color. As you can see, I don't know why everything looks blue in this light. But it is really purple. It says that it corrects your hair in just 3 uses. It took a little more than that, but it definitely worked, because the first time I dyed my hair, if you watch my first video, it still had a little bit of yellow in it, and I used this, and it slowly turned lighter. Well, it didn't turn lighter, but slowly took the yellow out. It has absolutely no, let me read you the back real quick. A formula with an optical brightener in lavender extends the salon fresh look of your blonde by neutralizing brassiness with UV filters. It has no ammonia and it's peroxide free, so it's not going to damage your hair or any of that stuff, so you can use it as frequently as you want. It is a little bit more expensive than normal shampoos and conditioners, so I don't use it every day, but I use it quite often. It's about half full. I've had it for about a month, so maybe twice a week I'll use it, or 3 times a week. And then I also use the conditioner by John Frieda. Same exact thing, just the conditioner. It is also purple. Kind of like a clear purple. It doesn't say to keep it on for any recommended amount of time. Like, I know a lot of the conditioners and shampoos that have tone correcting in them, they tell you to leave it on for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. It doesn't change your hair colors like those. It doesn't have any ammonia or peroxide in it, so it doesn't damage your hair, like I had just said. But I also have to dye my hair. I've dyed it once or twice in the past month. I dyed it the first time after bleaching it, and then I dyed it once more, and the second time I used, what was it, 9.5A Lightest Ash Blonde, and that was L'Oreal Paris Excellence Cream. And I always said I wouldn't use ash, but I decided that it was time to get the yellow completely out of my hair, and it worked perfectly. I kind of wanted the gray to my hair, like the silverish color, but I like this color too. And then the same time that I dyed it, the ash blonde, lightest ash blonde, I also dyed the underneath, and for that color I used the 5G medium golden brown, and as you can see it is fading. It's fading pretty fast, so I'm going to use a darker color the next time, but I will show you quickly how I did that. I did them both at the same exact time, and I pulled what I wanted to keep blonde up on top of my head. And then I did this by using my comb, the end of my comb. I kind of just zigzag, so it looked more natural. So when I threw it up in a ponytail, it wasn't just one big streak of black. It was like zigzag, you know, like it looked more natural. And then I dyed the blonde first because it takes longer to lighten than it does to darken. So I did the blonde first, and then after I did the blonde, I piled it all on top of my head. I had a lot of excess, so I used a lot of it so that it would stay on top of my head. And you can also use the clips. Where is it? Clips like this if you need to. And then I did the dark part, and I put that all in the back of my head, and I pressed it up against my head. And I wrapped a towel around me because obviously that would fall down. And then when I washed it out after the recommended amount of time, the blonde was in for a little bit longer. It didn't take me long to do the brown, so it's only in about 5 minutes longer than the brown. I washed it out with cold water because it keeps it from mixing, from bleeding, keeps the brown from bleeding into the blonde and the blonde from bleeding into the brown. And then when I washed it out, I started using my shampoo and my conditioner. I only used it on the top because I don't want to waste it. And then I just use normal shampoo on the bottom. And then when I just don't use this, I just shampoo all over like I normally would. So yeah, that's about it. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and feel free to ask. Make sure to visit the L'Oreal website. They have lots of beautiful colors, both in their Excellence creams and their other brands. There might even be a link at the bottom of the video for the website. So check that website out. It's got a lot of nice colors, like I said. And yeah, feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, any of that. And subscribe.